it's probably straight. Yeah. Morning everybody. As you can see, we just straightened up that fork that I bent the other week when I was lifting those the Murray harrows off that old trailer. So that's one job done. Yeah, so today it's a bit of a windy, miserable sort of day. It's been wet again. I'm now better. I've been crook, for those who didn't see the post. It was crook, a bit of a cold, not the dreaded Black Death, just a normal cold. So we've had a lot of rain as well. You can see it's pretty wet behind me. It's raining currently, unfortunately. So what our plan is, Dad's got the combine out and he's greased it and got it ready for sowing that barley. So we're going to try and bag off some bags of barley out of the silo if it stops raining. And we went out and had a look at the paddock. It's very borderline. If it wasn't raining right now and it stayed windy, it might dry out, and if the weather is a bit better tomorrow, we might be able to start. But we won't be able to do any sowing today. So we're going to try and bag off some barley, get it ready, so that if it is good enough to start sowing tomorrow, at least we're prepared. So Dad's just putting the pallet forks on now. We'll grab a couple of pallets and we'll start bagging off some barley. Well, it's been raining for about 15 minutes now and don't look like it's going to stop, so it's going to be probably too wet to sow tomorrow now. So we're just talking, me and Dad were just talking, we're probably going to leave the barley in the silo where the mice and rats can't get it, so we probably won't bag any off. Unfortunately, that might be us done for the day. I'll give Dad a hand to move the loader ramp for the cattle and sheep, because Dad and Shane were crutching the fat lambs yesterday because they're going up to market this week, coming week, I think on Monday. So I think he's either going to bring them in today if it stops raining, or we'll do it tomorrow because I'll be back out here tomorrow. So we might see us tomorrow, and we might do a little bit of sheep work and see what else we can get done. Morning everybody. Today we are going to start sowing the barley. So Dad's bagged off some out of the silo. Combine's all ready to go. He got it out, grazed it all, checked it all over. We're just here setting the sowing right now. So you remember, if you've seen that little video I did about the germination of the barley, about how we're going to need to sow 3 times as much as what you normally would, just because of the age of it and what actually started growing. So we have to put in almost 3 times the usual amount. So Dad's just been over here and set up the sowing rate on the combine, which is done with these little adjustments here, and there's equations you do. So we've referred to the book, well, Dad's referred to the book, and just set that then. So we should be pretty right to go, I think. What are we checking?
Well, I'm just saying the depth's like it's all covering pretty good, so whatever you've got it there.
It's just above 2. So we've only done, I don't know, 60 metres or something. Just as Dad was just saying, just checked the depth, make sure the grains, well, the seed is being covered and that it's not too shallow. As Dad was saying before, that because it's quite moist and we're probably going to have a bit more rain, we don't want to put it too deep. So we'll put it slightly shallower than normal just so it doesn't rot, I guess. Yeah, so we'll keep going and see what unfolds throughout the day. Sorry about the wind noise, it's a bit of a windy day, as usual, Eddie. Yeah, just done one lap. Seems to be going alright. The counting hectare meter seems to be working. We've done about half a hectare, which is probably right, I think. So, for that little fix that me and Dad did to it, seems to be working alright. Yeah, so we'll keep going. I doubt that I'll get it done today, but we'll see how much we do get done. Hopefully we don't have any dramas. I've just stopped to fill up the box with some more seed. I've done about 2.6 hectares. Seems to be going alright. Yeah, this paddock's got the best preparation this year anyway. We're still going to cultivate the other paddocks and get them sorted, and we'll see how we go there. But this paddock's been ploughed, cultivated, and scarified as well. So it's had the best prep. So it should really have a good chance to grow. The only thing that might let us down is the quality of the grain. As I said, because it's sat for a few years in the silo, and it just isn't gonna, a lot of it won't grow just because of its age. And yeah, if you watch that little video about that Dad did about the germination, you understand why. Yeah, so I'll fill it up and yeah, we'll keep going. have to stop to get some more in a little bit. Those 2 bags aren't quite enough to fill it full. So I'll just check it in a little while and fill up again. Right, just stopped and filled up with the last bags I had. Dad's taking the John Deere back. He's gonna bag up some more barley seed. While he was down here, we upped the sowing rate on the gearbox just to put a little bit more in the ground, because as I've said, we're taking a bit of a risk with this seed. It's not real flash, and for all I can see, and I was just talking to Dad then about it, weevils have got into it as well, so there's a lot that isn't real, that's going to be no good. So yeah, we're sort of taking a bit of a gamble, putting this in the ground. It could be a disaster if nothing grows, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so he's going to go get some more seed, come back and we'll fill the box up properly. It's not full at the moment. And then, yeah, we'll get going. Done about 5.8 hectares, so trotting along pretty good, and the counter seems to be working properly, so at least we sorted that. Yeah, just stopped. Box is almost empty again, so just waiting for Dad to come back with some more seed. Shouldn't be too long, I don't think. Yeah, so I only did a couple more laps from when I spoke to you last. Yeah, so for anybody who's noticed all the grain that's sort of spilling out everywhere underneath because the hoses aren't like properly hooked up because they've sort of broken off on some of the areas where they hook up to. Yeah, it's not so much of a drama because of the way this combine's set up with all the tines. It covers anything that sort of falls around it, so even if it's not going down the tube and coming out at the bottom of the tines where the boots are, it doesn't really matter too much because, yeah, as I said, it all gets covered over anyway, and because of the harrows are on the back as well, the spring harrows, they help cover everything over, so regardless it all should get planted. It just won't be like super straight lines or anything. But yeah, so wait for Dad to come back up and fill this up. Unfortunately, as you can probably hear by the wind, it is way too windy to get the drone up today, so we won't be able to do that. So yeah. Rightio, just finished up. Paddock sown. Just ran out all the grain that we had there. Had to do a few extra laps. But yeah, all done. Managed to get it done today. I didn't think I was going, but there we go. So that'll be good. So we'll have to see whether or not this gamble pays off with this ordinary seed, and we'll just have to see what happens throughout the year. Of course, we'll keep you updated throughout the year. We'll let you know what's happening with the crop, and we'll have a look at the progression throughout the year. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm just going to take the combine back up to the shed, give it a blow off, and we might put it back in the shed. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright.